Hello, hello. Am I audible? Hello, Shreyas. How are you? Are you still here? Okay, so let's start. So basically, what we are going to do, we are going to start the class of LST CLAT 2026. We are going to talk about TI and Quant. So in today's session, what we are going to cover, we are going to cover one set of quantitative techniques, and let's get with it. Hello, Priyanshi, how are you? सब बढ़िया. So let's start this set. All good. So basically, what does this question say? So basically, there is a lot of things that are written on the screen. We have to read a lot. So what does the set says? So it says that five companies A, B, C, D, E witnessed growth rates ranging from 10 to 50% in the year 2020. Okay, company A with the least revenue of 700 crores in 2020 saw the maximum growth rate of 50%. Fair enough. Whereas company D with the maximum revenue of 1200 crores in 2020 saw the least growth of 10%. Okay, Manat, how are you? So we are solving a set of CLAT. Okay. The growth rate of company E was the average of the growth rates of company A and company D. Company B's revenue in 2021 was that of equal to company D in 2020, while company C's revenue in 2021 was equal to that of company B's in 2020. Okay. The revenue of company E in 2020 was averages of revenue of company B and C during the same year. Company B and C witnessed a growth of 20% and 25% respectively. Okay, so too many things. Okay. So what? So basically, if you have this kind of set, what is the approach that you are going to follow? Hmm. Any idea? So when I am going to read the sets like this, I am going to say there are two type of data that is given to us. One that is direct information. Two that is indirect information. So what I'm going to do? Uh, Priyanshi, I won't be going step by step. I don't go by step by step because a lot of times things become a lot trickier when you go step by step. So figure out what is direct information that is given to you, what is indirect information given to you, and work accordingly. So basically, we have a table, right? Right. So what I'm going to do, I am going to start by writing the direct information. So what is the direct information? Company A with the least revenue of 700 crores in 2020, right? So A is 700, that is directly given to us. Okay, growth rate is 50%. Fair enough. So that is something that we have used. Okay, company D with the maximum revenue of 1200 crores. So company D with 1200 crores and it has the least growth, that is 10%. So 10%, right? So what I'm going to do, whatever I am using it completely in the table, I am just going to eliminate it. I am canceling it out. Fine. The growth rate of company E was the average of growth rates of company A and D. Okay. So 50 plus 10 by 2, average is 30%. So growth rate of E is 30%. That's it. Right. So basically, this is also we have used it. Company B's revenue in 2021 was equal to that of company D in 2020. So company B's revenue in 2021 was equal to company D's revenue in 2020. So that is directly going to be 1200. So this, all these values are direct information. So as I am writing them down, I am canceling it out because I have put this information in my table. So I'm not going to read that again. So that is something that I always do. I cancel out the data so that I won't spend this time, more and more time in the same data, reading more and more again, going through same thing again and again and wasting a lot of time. I just cross it. Now, while company C's revenue in 2020 was equal to that of company B's revenue in 2020. Okay. So let's say this value is X. So this value is also going to be X. That's what question is saying. Okay. Company, the revenue of company E in 2020 was the average of revenues of company B and C during same year. So a revenue of company E in 2020, that is this, is equal to average of revenues of company B and C during same year. Okay, so basically that was X and Y. So I can say this value was X plus Y divided by 2. Okay. Company B and C witnessed a growth rate of 20% and 25%. So this is 20% and 25%. And that's everything we have gotten so far. Okay. Now this is 700. It grew by 50%. It grew by 50%. What is 50% of 700? That is going to be 350. So revenue in 2021 is going to be 700 plus 350. So it is going to be 1050. Okay. This is 1200. What is 10% of 1200? That is 120. So what is the final revenue that is going to be? That is going to be 1320. That's what we are going to get. That's it. Okay. Now my job is to figure out the value of X and Y. Okay. Now I have X. X increased by 20%. And I got what? 1200. So X plus 20%. So what is 20%? Can I say it is 0.2? So X is common. 1 plus 0.2, or I can say 1.2x. And that becomes equal to 1200. So what is the value of X? That's going to be 1000 directly. So what is the revenue of B in year 2020? That is 1000. That's it, right? So I got the value of X. Okay. So if X is 1000, so this is also going to be 1000. Okay. Where it is talking about, no, actually it is growth rate in 2021 itself. Priyanshi, it says company A with the least revenue in 2020 saw a growth of 50% in 2021. It's not conflicting. Whereas company D with the maximum revenue of 1200 crores in 2020, it grew by 10% in 2021. Got it? So it's not conflicting. Understood? Oh, five companies A, B, C, D, E witnessed a growth rate ranging from 10 in the year. Um, it should be 2020 and 2021. This should be written like this. I think there is a typing error or something in this question, right? So what you are pointing out is right. It is 10% to 50% from 2020 to 2021. So the growth is 10 to 50%. It's definitely whatever you are saying is conflicting. So in that case, your every answer is going to be cannot be determined, right? Now it is Y, and Y is increasing by 25%, and it is becoming 1000, right? So 25% I can say 1 by 4, right? So I can say Y plus 1 by 4 Y, so it becomes 5 by 4 Y. So 5 by 4 by, and that is equal to 1000. So what is the value of y we are going to get? We are going to get the value of y as 800. So what is the revenue of E? That is going to be 1000 plus 800 divided by 2. So it is going to be 900. The grew by 30%. So 30% of 900 is 270. So it is going to be 1170. That's it. I got everything that was needed to solve the question. I filled the table completely. Now let's see. Now, what is the first question? What is the ratio of the revenue of B and D respectively in 2021? So B and D. So B is 1200, D is 1320. So what is the ratio? So basically, B is 1200, D is 1320. So I can say 12 tens are 12 into 11. So sorry, 120 into 10, 120 into 11. So answer of this question comes out to be option C. Okay. Now, what about next question? The revenue of company E in 2021, the revenue of company E in 2021 is how much more than company A in the same year? So in 2021, revenue of E is 1170. A revenue of company A is 1050. So what is the difference? The difference we are going to get is 120. So answer of this question becomes 120. ओके किसी को और कोई डाउट सो फार नन ओके अगले क्वेश्चन पे चलें so what is the average revenue of 5 companies in 2020 okay so what is the average revenue how we are going to find out so can I tell you a different technique to calculate the average a little faster so how many companies we got 5 companies, right? So 700 divided by 5 is 140, 1000 divided by 5 is 200, 800 divided by 5 is 160, 1200 divided by 5 is 240, and 900 divided by 5 is this. Okay. So 140 plus 160, that is 300, 300 plus 200, 500. 500 plus 420, that comes out to be 920. So answer of this question is going to be option C, that is 920. Got it? So what people generally do, they add up all the values, then divide by 5. What you can do, you can divide by 5 first, then you can add them up. So still in this way, you can definitely calculate the average. Okay. The increase in revenue in crores in 2021 was same for which pair of companies? Okay. What is the answer over here? So here increases 350. Here the increase is 200. Here the increase is 200. Here the increase is 120. And here the increase is 270. So basically where the increase is same, that is for B as well as for C. So answer of this question is going to be B and C. That is my option 2. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. What does it say? It says what is the difference between the maximum and minimum revenues among the 5 companies in 2021? What is the difference between maximum and minimum? So what is the maximum revenue? That is 1320. What is the minimum revenue? That is 1050. So what is the difference we are talking about? That is going to be 270. So am I missing something out? It is going to be 1050 in 2020 and 2021. 2021, it should be 270. I think, did I miscalculate something? Or let me check. That is going to be 1320 minus lowest value is 1050. It is going to be 270. Oh, it is lowest value is 1000. So 1320 minus 1000 is going to be 320, and that is going to be my option D. So answer of this question is going to be option D. I hope everyone understood this. So this is kind of set if you are little bit comfortable in calculation and little bit uh, comfortable in making tables, then and little bit comfortable with ratios and percentage, you can solve these kind of sets in close to 5, 6, or 7 minutes. You are never going to take more than 5, 6, 7 minutes to solve 5 questions, and you can if you are fast enough in calculation, you can also solve these kind of sets in 4 or 5 minutes to get 5 answers right. So basically I think that is the way that that's how you should try, and 5 questions are going to make a huge difference in the actual exam if you can, if you are able to pull this off in let's say 5 minutes or 6 minutes. So I think spending some time on quantitative aptitude on daily basis, let's say 15, 20 minutes or a half an hour, will actually make a difference in your preparation. You are going to grow a lot. Your score is going to grow a lot if you are able to solve 5, 6, 7, or 8 questions on quantitative techniques, because this is an edge over those people who are not studying this, because you understand everyone focuses on GK, legal reasoning, and those kind of things, and verbal reasoning. But no one thinks that QT might be a game changer. It is a game changer in exam, because when everyone is studying same thing, and you are also studying one thing that everyone is not studying, so basically you are outperforming everyone in that sense. So I think everyone should spend some time over this. So with this, I'm going to conclude this session. Anyone has any doubt can ask me that out. So, so all good. Priyanshi, I would say how to kickstart maths. I would say that start with percentage. First of all, learn how to calculate percentage a little faster, right? So, how to calculate percentage faster? Be comfortable with the tables till 10 or 12. So, uh, the calculation part helps a lot. Percentage conversion, fraction to percentage, for example, 20, writing 25% as 1 by 4, 33.33% as 1 by 3. Those basics help a lot. Learn a little bit of ratios. So I would say percentage, ratio, and average are the three things that you should be extremely comfortable with. Like if something increases by 40%, right? So you should know that you should multiply that number with 1.4. So these kind of things, if you learn, they are going to help you a lot. And then move to the sets of previous year CLAT. And if you see long back, even IELTS used to ask these kind of questions. Long back, recently they've stopped asking these kind of questions. So in previous year papers, you are going to see these kind of questions in IELTS as well. So practice from there. Plus, you can attend the session every Thursday, so you will get new sets every Thursday. So I think that will be more than enough. It's not something, duty is not something I would say spend a lot of time. Just spend some time, 15, 20 minutes or a half an hour, and That's it. So important topics are percentage, your ratios, and average, and basic calculation. Apart from this, I don't think anything else is going to help you a lot in CLAT. Fine. So that's it. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.